Good morning. I hope you're all having a blessed morning. So, you may be in a season that feels really heavy, but God's hand is still upon you. You're not forgotten, you are not abandoned. The same God who rose for Isaiah, who strengthened Paul, who touched Isaiah, is with you right now. And it's one thing to feel God in a moment of worship, but it's another thing to walk in his presence all day and to carry his weight and his wisdom wherever you go on a daily basis. Ezekiel said, "The hand of the Lord was strong upon me." That wasn't just a one-time thing. So it was continually a reality, and God's hand stayed upon him, shaping his vision, shaping his words, shaping his reality. And Ezekiel 8:49, the hand of the Lord was strong upon me. Ezekiel was surrounded by people. He was surrounded by people that had turned from God in confusion and spiritual blindness. This means in chaos, in a broken world, when things are completely chaotic, God can still lift you up. God can still walk with you. God can still walk with you and give you divine strength. When his hand is upon you, it doesn't matter what's around you, what's happening around you. You will still be able to rise. You will still hear and see things that others cannot see. His hand doesn't just lift you, but it positions you in a way that it gives you purpose. It gives you purpose for his will. It directs your steps. It directs your heart, and it gives you vision. It gives you vision in everything when everything else looks dark around you. Isaiah said, "The Lord rises." Paul said, "I press." And Ezekiel said, "The hand of the Lord is strong upon me." So do you see the pattern of all three of these put together? God rises, then you rise. So elevating your spirit, or enabling a person to overcome challenges. And then God strengthens, and then you press. So pressing forward through difficult times. And then God's hand comes, and then you move in power into your calling. So, for an example, God's hand, his presence and power came upon Moses in a form of a burning bush, giving him the calling and power to confront Pharaoh. And so he led the Israelites out of Egypt. So in Exodus 3:1, Moses said to the Lord, "Pardon your servant. Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue." And the Lord said to him, "Who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute?" And I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at this. I'm laughing because hold on. But Moses said, "Pardon your servant, Lord, please send someone else." I'm laughing because Moses didn't like to speak. Moses had anxiety, and Moses couldn't speak. He had issues about speaking. And the reason I'm laughing is because I have trouble speaking. And I can relate to this. And as soon as I was about to read this, about this whole subject, about this whole verse, about him having to go lead the Israelites out of Egypt, I knew even before I read it that he wasn't going to want to do it. But God was going to lead him to do this. And I'm like, I know Moses is not going to want to do this. So as soon as I read this, I'm like, yeah, there it is. He's not going to want to do this. So anyway, he said, please, right here, he said, but Moses said, "Pardon your servant, Lord, please send someone else." But when God's presence touches your life, you begin to reflect his glory. So your weakness becomes your strength, and your wounds become your wisdom, and your waiting becomes a witness of faithfulness. So stop moving by your emotion. Move by your anointing. And Ezekiel didn't stand by his own strength. We're going back to Ezekiel. The hand of the Lord lifted him. And today, that same hand is lifting you out of your fear, guilt, and every place that tried to hold you down. So we're not supposed to fight our battles with our flesh, and we're supposed to fight with faith. And you may feel unseen, you may feel unheard, but you're handpicked by God. And you may feel pressed, but you're being prepared. You're being prepared for his purpose. And what he's placed, when he's placed his hand on you, he's not going to let go of you. So I'm going to leave it there today, but I hope that you all have a very blessed day, and I hope this word bless you, and have a blessed day.